But in general, there are metals in direct contact with the water, like the propeller, the through holes. Those elements are in direct contact with the seawater. And there are other elements inside of the boat. They are not in direct contact. But all of them will be corroded if the boat is not properly bonded, is not properly grounded. What type of a current produces corrosion? Both of them. But at the end of the day, both of them produce static electricity, and that static electricity accumulated on the metals, DC current, is the current that creates the problems. But both of them produce problems. In other words, if I have a boat only with DC current, a small boat, those boats are less propense to corrosion. When I introduce AC current in my boat, when I introduce AC panel, battery charger, and other equipment, shore power and pedestal, my corrosion problems are accelerated. Now I want to explain how important is the ground in your boat. 95% or more of the problems in a boat are electrical problems. All the problems, the majority of the problems in a boat finish in an electrical problem. And 95% of the electrical problems are related with a bad ground, or a loose ground, or corroded ground, or bad terminals, or improperly wired the ground. In other words, the majority of the electrical problems in a boat are bad ground. The bad ground is critical. The bad ground can produce shorts, flame, fire. If you have a loose connection on a battery, for example, you have batteries connected in series, 24 volts batteries, and the cross cable, you remember the cross cable of the series, the negative with the positive, that cross cable is loose, and this is the battery bank for the bow thruster. In the moment that the captain activates the bow thruster, the batteries explode. Bonding is the internal connection of all the metallic elements to the bonding conductor. This is bonding. Grounding is when you connect that bonding conductor externally with the sink on the transom, the sink that you have on the screen right now. That connection in between the bonding and the external sink, this is grounding. The negative of electronics, the negative bus bar of the DC panel, the ground bus bar on the AC panel, all of them shall be connected at the end with the bonding conductor, and the bonding conductor finish into the sink. This is mandatory. In DC, I have more than one negative bus bar. I have one here, I have other one here, I have other one over there. All of them shall be connected together with the main negative bus bar, and the main negative bus bar connected with the bonding conductor. In normal conditions, through the bonding conductor, you have a small DC currents draining. In emergency, the bonding conductor is designed to drain big amounts of AC or DC current. That's the function of the grounding system. And this is the secret to keep everything connected to the bonding conductor and finally into the sink. Yes, the galvanic isolator is, you remember, in the electrical classes, we understand where are located those galvanic isolators and how is installed the galvanic isolator and what is the function of the galvanic isolator. Yeah, we are going to refresh that concept, the galvanic isolator. Hi everyone, today I am going to explain the procedure to install and verify if the galvanic isolator is working in good conditions. Now we are going to check the voltage in this direction. Normally, if the galvanic isolator is in good conditions, the voltage rise from 0 volts until 0.9 maximum 1 volt. If the reading immediately when you connect both terminals, if is 0, is because the capacitor internally is defective. If you read 0.9 immediately, it's because one diode is in short. If you read 0, it's because both diodes are open.
I am going to explain the main difference between the galvanic isolator and the isolator transformer. The function is completely different. If you remember, in other of my videos, I explained the procedure to verify if the galvanic isolator is working properly. Basically, the galvanic isolator is located inserted in the ground line. The ground that is coming from the short power entering to the boat. If the ground coming from the short power is contaminated with noise or interference, the ground entering to the boat and create corrosion and oxidation and damage all the metallic elements inside of the boat. This is the picture for the galvanic isolator. The signal is contaminated in the input, and in the output the signal is completely clean. Where is located? This is the short power entering to the boat, or the power from the generator pass through the switch selector. You select generator or short power, and from the common you insert the isolator transformer in series, hot line and neutral, and the output is the clean signal. The clean signal enters into the main breaker of the AC panel. The ground is outside. In the ground you insert the isolator transformer, and in the hot line and neutral you insert the isolator transformer. The function of the isolator transformer is clean the signal, and the function of the galvanic isolator is block the intrusion of bad currents through the ground.